Hey Rose Petals and Rose Fellows, it's Candace Rose, and today's video is everything keto. What is keto, why I started keto, my progression, and what I do in my day-to-day on keto. This is kind of like an updated video from the video that I uploaded in the summertime, that I'm insecure as fuck video, and it's gonna basically touch on the segment of my weight and things I did to improve that. Before we could get deep down into this keto video, it is November. Yes, it's November. November is my birthday month, the 29th. I try to typically celebrate it all month of November because it's like the second to the last day of the month. I'm so excited. I definitely had to redeem myself from my birthday last year, and I have a whole bunch of stuff planned. So I'm super excited for my birthday. This is probably the first time in a long time that I've been excited, but enough about that. If I'm talking with a little bit of a lisp, I have my aligners in right now. And these are like new trays, and anytime I put in my new trays, I always talk with a little bit of a lisp, so please excuse that. A little bit of a backstory as to what led me into this keto journey. So a couple years ago, I had lost about 30 pounds on this diet called the 17-day diet. You can pick this book up at, I think, on Amazon. They used to sell it in Target, but I don't think they sell it anymore in Target because it is kind of an old book. I dropped, when I first started the 17-day diet, I was like in the 180-ish. Yeah, I was like in the high 180 range, and I lost the weight. I got all the way down to like 160-ish, 155, kept it off for a couple of years. Then I slowly started to gain and lose the weight here and there, give or take 10 pounds. I wasn't as on it and on top of my diet regimen and my working out as much, so I gained a little bit of weight from there. But I did not start to gain weight until after the breakup of my engagement. When I went to the doctor, before I went to the doctor, I was experiencing knee pain, and my ankles were swelling up, and lower back pain. So I scheduled an appointment with my doctor, and my doctor is also my friend, and she just gave it to me as a friend and a professional level. Like, look, Candace, I love you, but you are gaining way too much weight. That's the reason why your ankles are swelling up. That's the reason why you are having knee pain. And I'm telling you, every time I walked up like a half a flight of steps, I was like gasping for air, like I was always out of breath. So she described me, and not just the breakup was the only thing that made me emotionally eat. I fell into like some legal troubles right after the breakup, and that will probably be saved for another story time now that everything is closed, and things of that nature. So that, and then I had 2 jobs at the time. One of my jobs was just giving me a whole lot of problems and a lot of issues, so I was stressed out from that. So it was the breakup, then the legal thing, then the job, and I was just overwhelmed. I was exhausted, I was stressed, and my doctor, she described me as an emotional eater. And once I reflected how I got to the weight that I got before keto, I definitely can agree with her. I was just wolfing down food just to kind of like numb the pain, because I felt like food was making me happy, and only thing it was doing, it was just like physically weighing in on me. She basically told me if I do not take the necessary steps into a healthier lifestyle, that I am going to be looking at pre-diabetes. That's all she needed to tell me. That's all that needed to be said. And as soon as I left her office, first I felt guilty, and I blamed myself for gaining so much weight. When I first started out, I was 215 pounds. That was the biggest that I've ever been in my entire life. I just was on the internet and on Instagram and YouTube, and I came across the ketogenic diet. Ketogenic diet is a high-fat, moderate protein, very low carb diet. And basically what it does is you cut out carbs, or you drastically lower your carb intake, and your body goes into its stored fat and help you burn fat, causing you to lose weight. At first, this made absolutely no sense to me. I'm like, why would I eat a high fat diet or be on a high fat diet to make myself even fatter? But then once I started to really think about it, it's like, okay, this is all about carbs. So this is like your fat, these are your carbs, and your carbs is basically blocking your body to be susceptible to go in and burn the fat. I would look at it as the carbs being the bodyguard of the fat. But once you remove the carbs, the fat is susceptible to be burnt off faster, which makes your body go into its stored fat and help you burn the fat, and you start to drop the weight. That's my whole analogy of the whole breakdown of keto, but you can have your own. Here are a few things that I did to prepare myself before actually diving into this diet. You can do the same thing that I did, or you can customize it or do whatever that you want to do. But these are the things that I did that worked for me. The first thing that I did is I got myself mentally prepared for the journey that I was about to go on. I knew that I was changing my body. Anytime you alter your body, it takes a mental toll on you. I had to convince myself, and I had to, motivate myself and tell myself, like, Candace, you can do this. You have lost weight before, and you're gonna lose this weight again. We're not being pre-diabetic. We are not being on any type of pills or anything like that. We're doing this. You got this. You will win. We are winning. So I mentally prepared myself for this. The second thing that I did is, since, everything is like ran by social media these days, I went on to Instagram. And as you guys know, on Instagram, you can follow hashtags. So I went on Instagram, I followed some keto hashtags. I followed the keto transformation hashtag, the keto recipe hashtag, I think keto diet hashtag, and keto coffee hashtags. Those hashtags will lead you into other hashtags that is relatable to keto. It will show you other people's testimonies, other people's recipes, things of that nature. So that helped a lot. And that also provides a lot of encouragement and helped me to keep pressing forward. I also got on Facebook and I joined the Keto is Life Facebook group. And that also, excuse me, I'm like dying right now. That also offered up more encouragement, more inspiration, recipes, and things like that. I figured that since I'm so attached to what the heck? Since I'm so attached to my phone and obsessed with social media, if I keep seeing these things that, like all the keto stuff in my timeline and in my feed, that's going to embed in my head like, hey Candace, maybe you need to put the cake down and eat some broccoli or something like that. If I keep seeing it, it's going to be drilled into my head. So I will put down the things that's non-keto and pick up something that is keto related, things like that. So that helped me a lot. So I was thinking to myself, when I started the 17-day diet, I went to my local Target and I found that book. Well, actually, a friend recommended that book to me, and I ended up finding it at Target. So I'm like, well, if I found that book at Target, let me go to Target and see if I can find a book that is keto related. So I went to my local Target and I found this book right here. This is the Complete Ketogenic Diet for Beginners. This book is life. This is my holy grail. This book ranges in between the price of $10 to $15, and I absolutely love this book. It was so many books related to keto there, but for some reason God drew me to this one. For one, it's not super thick. A lot of those books that were there were like super thick, and I have an attention span of a candle wick. It's very short. I don't have time, and I'm too busy. I don't have time to be sitting up there and reading page after page after page after page. I want to get down to the nitty gritty. Tell me what I need to do. Tell me how this works, tell me what I need to buy and how to get started. This book is super to the point. It tells you what keto is, what ketosis is, what keto flu is. It gives you everything that you need to know about macros. It has recipes, like over 100 recipes in the back. It has a shopping list, so anybody who wants to start this journey and they don't know what to buy this book. This book is going to lead you into the promised land. And the best thing about this book, besides everything that I mentioned, is that it has a 14-day meal plan, a day-to-day meal plan. It tells you what to eat, and next to the things that you need to eat, in parentheses, it has the page numbers that will lead you into the recipe. Super easy read. Like, if this is a super easy read, you guys can never go wrong with this book. I love this book. I still get recipes out of here. And the 14-day meal plan is basically the jump start into your keto journey. Absolutely love it. The recipes are bomb, and you cannot go wrong with this book. When I started following the keto hashtags, when I followed the keto coffee hashtag, that led me into this particular keto coffee. This is the It Works keto coffee. I love this coffee. It tastes amazing. It has everything that you need to know. Everything that you need to have to make your own bulletproof coffee. It has MCT oil, it has grass-fed butter, and it also has collagen. I did notice that it does contain milk in here, but obviously it can't have that much milk in it because I was losing weight off of it. So it has 15 pouches in here. It's pre-packaged. It's super convenient, super easy, and on the go for all those people who have a busy lifestyle and don't have time to brew your own coffee. Add the MCT oil, the collagen, the heavy cream, and all that stuff. This has everything in it. So following that keto coffee hashtag, it led me into this. And I am a product model for them. I've been taking it ever since I started keto, maybe the second week into keto. I've been drinking this, and I absolutely love it. I do make bulletproof coffee when I run all out of pouches and I'm waiting for my next shipment in. And I will show you guys how to make bulletproof coffee from scratch and what I also put into my instant keto coffee. So let's do a quick recap. So preparing for your keto journey. Mentally prepare for it. Then I went to Instagram, started following keto hashtags, went on Facebook and joined the Keto is Life Facebook group. I got the complete ketogenic diet for beginners, and I also got the keto coffee. And then when I went and got this book and I started reading this book, I also went grocery shopping as well. So I was good to go. My daily routine. My daily routine consisted of me waking up around anywhere between 6:30 and 7:30. When I wake up, I get up and I make my keto coffee. I try to drink it before 8 o'clock, basically, because I work out at 8. A lot of times I either work out for an hour, 45 minutes, 30 minutes, nothing over an hour. And my workout consists of popping in the DVD, working out in my living room, or working out in my bedroom. I am not a member at a gym. I don't go to the gym. I personally don't too much care for the gym that much. I just have this stigma in my head, like, I don't want nobody looking at me while I'm working out. I work out like in secret, like I'm cheating on somebody, pumping and sweating. I be having my do-rag on. I get it in, and I don't want nobody seeing me looking like that. I take a shower, get ready for work, and that's when I'll have my breakfast. Now, after I eat my breakfast, I usually don't eat until maybe 2 to 4 hours after. I only snack in between is if I have a super light breakfast and I'm starving. Like, that's the only time I will snack in between, but I pretty much go from breakfast to lunch. And then after I'll have my lunch, usually I'm off by that time, by dinner time, and I will eat my dinner anywhere between 7 o'clock and 9 o'clock. Like, that's the window that I would eat my dinner. I typically cook enough food for dinner that I can carry on into my lunch for the next day. I'm not making 3 different meals. I don't have the time for that. I don't have the patience for that. Between the hours of 7 o'clock and 9 o'clock. After those hours, then I do intermittent fasting. And I will drink either tea or I'll drink water, and I will go to bed. Because if you go to bed, you cannot think about being hungry, and you can't eat while you sleeping. So I try to go to bed and I just try to fast anywhere from anywhere from 12 to 16 hours into the next morning. And I work out on an empty stomach. Well, it's kind of semi-empty because I have my coffee in me, and it kind of keeps me full and it carries over. It holds me over until breakfast. So I'll just do intermittent fasting from after I eat dinner on to the next day. So like I said, when I first weighed in July the 1st, I was weighing in at a whopping 215 pounds. Fast forward to September the 30th, I weighed in at 191.92 pounds. So that's like a 26 weight loss. And I think since then I lost more weight because I look smaller. And here's the proof. So far, so good. Like, I feel like I am heading down the right path. Now, I know Makeup by Shayla, she has been on keto for about 7 months, and she lost 25 pounds. I've been on keto, well, by the time that I weighed in again in September, I was only on there for like 2 months, and I was down 26 pounds. So everybody's body is different. Don't base your journey off of somebody else's. I know for a fact that I weighed more than she did. So, you know, just go at your own pace. One story is not the same as someone else's story. And if you guys really want to see more of what I do, I will make like a keto segment. So please like, comment, and subscribe. Unfortunately, I have to go to work. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know your questions, and I will see you guys in my next video.